Hey everybody and welcome back, and once again it's time for those sales. Yep, the eShop is getting more and more like the Steam shop every day, and I keep saying that and it keeps happening, but hey, here we are, aren't we? So let's see if we can pick up some decent deals, because I know there's a lot of crap out there, and yeah, save some people some money. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. You know, it really helps the channel. It honestly does, and any comments helps the channel with that algorithm as well. It's much appreciated. And yeah, let's go. And so first on the chopping board is this one, and this is one of my favorite games, believe it or not. It's quite simple. It's one of those time management cook sims, as you see me playing it in touchscreen, which is pretty cool, and definitely my favorite way of playing this game. Basically, it's one of those time management cook sims, as you can see, like kind of the ones that you see with the big graphics, whereas this is a little bit smaller, so the touchscreen is much appreciated. It's got 60 levels, single and co-op play, and 5 taverns. Yes, you don't just stay in the same place, which kind of like is one of the things I really enjoyed about this. It's fun and it's funny. And one of the things that really sets this game apart from other games of the same ilk is the fact that it's got a storyline, an actual proper storyline running all the way through it. There's also Welcome to Primrose Lake, which is the same sort of game by the same dev or publisher, well, dev and publisher I believe, and basically it's the same but with a different story and different characters and all, and I'd highly recommend both of them because they're both absolutely brilliant. And next up we've got two games in one, and basically they're based on the nanograms. If you know what that is, you're already one step ahead of me, but this is actually quite a neat idea, I suppose. It's a puzzle role-playing game that uses a nanogram logic kind of puzzling. It's story, it's got an RPG, it's kind of like a story RPG, 2D adventure, as you can plainly see. It follows these two heroes. Well, they try to deduct stuff, and yeah, that's about all I sort of like know, but I know a lot of people like this sort of thing. And as you can see, it's got a lot of puzzling to it, and not just the nanograms, although I hear they're actually quite decent to do, so maybe I'll give it a shot. If you know more about these nanograms, leave it down in the comments. Apparently they're quite popular, as I said, and yeah, let us know whether this is actually worth getting or not. Next up for your perusal is the company guide, and basically this, as you can see, is a platforming adventure slasher type game. It also has shooting, as you can plainly see. It was quite an interesting concept. It has a story going all the way through it, and it does have some little nifty puzzles here and there. The story was quite decent. I think the only thing that really affected it was after a while it kind of like got a bit samey. It did have some nice enemies and some nice bosses as well. So yeah, I think for this price it's a little bit more palatable, but you'll have to decide that for yourself, although it is quite a nice little discount. And if you're one of those people that like a decent hack and slash game, one of those ones where you have to beat your time over and over again and try to get further and further, this is for you. Arcane is very stylized. It's in kind of like you get to use weapons like swords and also guns. You also get like special abilities like being able to like dodge attacks and almost like teleport from different areas to different areas. It's basically in one area, but it is just really addictive and highly recommended, even more so at this minuscule price. Honestly, it is that good. Okay, so I enjoy my simulator building type making things games, and this was kind of no exception. I actually quite enjoyed it. It was a little bit weird in the way that you're on these planets and you like walk around the planets, which is kind of strange. But I did find it pretty cool, the fact that there were battles, there was plenty to build, there were plenty of things to actually make, and yeah, it's just an enjoyable, relaxed experience that really didn't tax you that much, but trust me, it was just fun to play. It was also pretty cool that you can go to different planets, and also the story was quite decent. You had like all these characters that you interact with, you meet, and you go and meet, and some actually come to you, and you can buy and sell some things from some of these characters. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird and quirky little game that's quite enjoyable, even better at this price. Rightio then, I did review Primal Light, and if I remember correctly, it wasn't a bad game. It was quite decent. It's one of those side-scrolling like hack and slash type games. It's hard. I believe it took me a long time to get through this one, but it does have its little quirks and, you know, almost puzzle trying to get out of areas and things. It has plenty of bad guys. It also has ender level bosses, which is also quite cool. It did have plenty of different like enemies to attack and, you know, defend yourself against, and yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I can't see why you wouldn't try it out. It's pretty decent. Enough said. Funny fact about me and the Borderlands collections and games, I never really got into them until I actually played them in VR, PSVR to be exact, and it wasn't until then I really appreciated how good they actually are. And so here we are. I now own this on different systems, and yeah, I think they're pretty decent. I get the whole now collecting lots of stuff and doing all that and loads of things to shoot with a half decent story, well, pretty decent story as well, running through it. I didn't get it. I honestly didn't when they first came out, but I do now. I really do. And so we arrive at Agony, and I know this is UK only, but I had to kind of like put this one up here as a more of a warning. What should have been a amazing experience apparently is not. It looks so good, it really does. There's so much possibilities here, so much gore, so much wasted, unfortunately. And I have to say, this is one of the lowest scoring games I've seen on the Metacritic, and it's just unfortunate. But there's the warning for you. If you're going to be buying this, go and look at some reviews. Please don't just go and get it, even if it is cheap. Well, that brings us to the conclusion of another video. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed making it for you. Please comment down below any thoughts or any games that you will be picking up. There are still plenty of games on sale. As you can see, this is Splatter Zombie Apocalypse Now, £1.79. It was an okay game, better at this price I think. Come and join us in our community Discord. Always nice to have new people to talk to. Take care of yourselves out there, wherever you are, because life is better when we game together.